Hola chicos y bienvenidos. Welcome to our first grammar video del Unidad 1 Lección 1 del libro Avancemos 3. In this video, we're going to revisit the preterite tense of regular verbs that we studied in Spanish 2. Toda la información de este video es del libro Avancemos página 37. So first thing we're going to cover is our regular verbs. So we use the preterite tense to talk about actions that you or others completed in the past. Remember, with the preterite, the key phrase is it's completed. These are also things that are more specific in nature. So I might say, yesterday I did this, or last summer I went here. So these are specific one-time actions. Remember, we have another way to communicate in the past, which is called el imperfecto. The imperfect tense we'll review in a future video. That is used more for things that are ongoing, things that were habitual in the past that happened more than once. So today we're going to focus on those one-time specific actions that have been completed. First, I'm going to go over my AR endings. So for any given regular AR verb, like the verb escalar, to climb, we will use the following endings. Haste, o, hamos, hastáis, harón. ER and IR, if you will take note, these have the exact same endings. They are as follows. Iste, io, imos, istais, ieron. So same endings regardless if it's an ER or IR verb in the preterite, past tense. So I have yo corrí, tú corriste, él, ella, usted corrió, nosotros corrimos. Vosotros or vosotras corristeis, and ellos, ellas, ustedes corrieron. Let's look at some examples using some of these verbs. Using the verb escalar, I would say, yo escalé una montaña hoy. I climbed a mountain today. Not really. Salimos de la casa a las 5 de la mañana. We left the house at 5 o'clock in the morning. So these are my regular endings for the preterite tense. We do know we have some irregularities, so we're going to first start with the ones that are only irregular in the yo form. These are car, gar, zar verbs. So once again, we learned these last year. So verbs ending in car, gar, or zar will have a spelling change only in the yo form, just to preserve the pronunciation. All of the other forms are regular, meaning they will follow those normal AR endings we just reviewed. Some of these changes will be C for a car verbs like practicar will change to QU. G for a gar verb changes to GU. In a verb that contains a Z like organizar, that Z needs to change to a C. This is like when we studied the vocab like the word lápiz, and I make it plural, I have to change the Z to a C. Lápices. So it's just a pronunciation thing. Let's go over practicar. So only in the yo form is where I have to change the C to QU, so it becomes practique. The rest of the verb, practicaste, practicó, practicamos, practicaste, practicaron. Regular. Navegar, this one is a G to GU in the yo form, so I would say navegué. The rest of it is regular. Navegaste, navegó, etc. Organizar, remember this is the Z to C, so in the yo form I would say organicé, organizaste, organizó, organizamos, etc. So the only spell change is in the yo form. Unos ejemplos. ¿Quién organizó la excursión? Who organized the trip? In this one, I will conjugate it in a question. Since I don't know who it is, it could be one guy, one girl, it could be a group of people. We're going to go ahead and conjugate it in that él, ella, usted form. ¿Quién organizó la excursión? Since we don't know who it is that organized it. When I answer it, let's say I'm the one responsible for organizing it. Yo organicé la excursión. I organized the trip. So the person responding will reply in whatever form appropriate. I can say I organized it, he organized it, él organizó, ella organizó, nosotros organizamos, etc. Muy bien, chicos. Please make sure you do the practice that follows this video on our Google community. Muchas gracias y adiós.